Okay, I said I was gonna review the other lords in the game in my original review, and I'm not gonna do that. I just don't want to. The campaign for this game is still bad, and I don't want to play it. Plus, there are factions in the game that I just don't like playing, like the ogres. For the past 3 months, I've been trying to work on a review for the ogre factions, but I just get bored, annoyed, and I'm not having fun. And it's because the ogres just aren't fun to me. The biggest issue with them is the meat mechanic. I can't seem to get a good grasp of how to have a good stockpile of meat, unless I'm supposed to put camps everywhere, which just sounds tedious. Too bad I don't get to make the fat jokes then. Such as, Grease's rides a mobility scooter and is slightly less threatening than the Walmart scooter people. And the fact that for the ogres, calling someone the shockingly obese is a term of endearment and not an insult. Oh well. Chaos Undivided. Going from playing the ogres to playing the demon prince really illustrates just how important picking the right faction is in this game. I went from being incredibly bored and flaccid to being engaged and erect. A demon prince I can name myself and then customize him in-game? Yes please. Of course I called my demon Mal'Ganis. What can I say, no matter where I am, Warcraft 3 is always close to my heart. So why do I like them? My gut says the reason is choice. I can choose what kind of playstyle I have by mixing and matching equipment from all 4 Chaos Gods on my prince, and then mix and match units from all 4 Chaos Gods. If I completely turned off my brain, which I tend to do, I would probably just take Khorne units for melee and then Tzeentch for ranged. But instead I turned my brain off and just got units from all 4 Chaos Gods based on pretty much, yeah sure, this looks good. Still, all your ranged units will come from Tzeentch, except for like 2 from Nurgle. Slaanesh offers some fast units and Nurgle has some tough boys, so Nurgle and Khorne frontline with Tzeentch shooting missiles and Slaanesh units as flankers. You also get a lot of flying units, which can be very useful for dealing with enemy missiles. I love that I have so many options here. But you can change your prince to fit whatever playstyle you want. Wanna be a wizard? You can do that. Wanna be a tough guy that's really hard to kill, or some crazy monster that decimates in melee? You can do that. I'm a very jack of all trades, master of none kind of person, so my guy is a mix of a lot of stuff. But the most important is to grab some Tzeentch stuff to get this spell, Infernal Gateway. This annihilates armies. It makes battles much easier than they otherwise would be, and it feeds your Reign of Chaos abilities. So it becomes a snowball of chaos destruction. At one point I could also summon 10 Chaos Furies, one at a time. And so I would summon them in to attack enemy ranged units, and the enemy army wouldn't advance at me, so I would just weaken them a lot and then go in. And having an army with both Bloodthirsters and Lords of Change is like being a kid in a candy store for me. And in general, that's what I like about the Demons of Chaos. So much choice. But what I don't like about them is that once you've maxed out your demonic glory, your faction mechanic does nothing. Getting more glory does nothing, so you are left with only the core gameplay of painting the map a different color. Which honestly is nothing to complain about. It's fun, addictive, and occasionally you have to control a battle. And the battles are always fun to look at and try to make new strategies in. So far, the Demons of Chaos are my favorite faction. I really want customizable lords to be more of a thing in Total War going forward. The campaign. So they've patched the game a bit since I last played, and a lot of focus was put on making the campaign better, and honestly it's a wig on a pig situation. Sure, you've made the pig prettier by putting a wig on it, but it's still a pig. Having to deal with a campaign is still an inconvenience, especially with a new interception mechanic. You can intercept a faction that has gathered all the souls and fight them to make them lose all their souls, which is good, but to do that you have to just camp your main lord outside of the Belagor battle and just wait for the lord to come, which sucks. It's boring to wait for them, and you have to take your strongest lord out of the main world battle for territory. I want to battle for control over the main world and put my focus on that, and the campaign hinders that consistently, and I don't like that. But from what I've seen from trailers, the new campaign that comes with the new Chaos Lords won't be like that, and the Immortal Empires won't be like that. So I'm hopeful for the future. Well, the future of the game. I'm going to university soon, so I'm not too hopeful about my academic performance if this game is good. Conclusion. The campaign still sucks, it just sucks a little less, but playing the Demons of Chaos was fun. Of the original lords that came out, the only other one I really want to check out is Cathay. So I'm probably not gonna review the other factions unless I get a sudden desire to. I learned my lesson trying to make a video about the ogres even if I dislike them. So if you play the game and find yourself not liking it, maybe you're just playing the wrong faction. The factions are very different, so you're bound to like some and hate others. In campaign, the FPS will still go to like 3 frames per second when you end the turn, but it's not something I really have a problem with, and it doesn't happen when I'm making my turn, and it doesn't happen in battles. So would it be nice if I could end my turn in 60 FPS? Yes. Does it really matter? No, not really. Other than that, the performance has improved a lot since my last video. Chaos Undivided fun as shit when I don't have to deal with a campaign, and I give patch 1.3 Chaos Undivided Edition 1 wig out of 1 pig. Subscribe, call me Uncle Brian, and have a bittersweet day.